Yes, people, welcome back to the 1894. I'm Darrow. I've got Joe with me today for a review of Paris vs Man City. Obviously, we beat them 2-0. We're going to the Champions League final. Let's get into this one. Yeah, so as mentioned, we beat Paris 2-0 on the night. We set up in a very counter-attacking way, I thought. We got the early goal from it. It was actually a long kick from Edison, which Zinchenko latched on, and it was almost a counter-attack goal. But what was a counter-attack goal was the second goal. We came from nowhere. De Bruyne won it back in the midfield. We ended up getting up to Foden, who squared it across to Mahrez. And, I think everyone lost their heads at that. Joe, what were your thoughts on the goals?
We've been saving our counter-attacking for moments like this, I would presume. Because we've been screaming for months to just move it quicker, get up the pitch and counter-attack like we used to. But we always thought, well, with players like Mahrez and Foden and De Bruyne, who aren't, the quickest, they're more ball retention, so to speak. I think this is what we should continue doing. Obviously, it was a better game to try it because we were winning. We didn't need to go for it, so we had more room to try it. But it just shows how good it actually can be and what we've been missing out on. And I think from games from now on, I think we just need to try and implement it more.
Yeah, like I said, it was a very counter-attacking way of playing. We set up very well for the right team, obviously, with them chasing. I thought we just played out really well, and it was actually this season in particular the best I've ever seen City play, maybe of all time. The way we set up was perfect. Again, counter-attack, and we've been missing it all season. But Joe, what do you think? Was it our best performance of the season, in your opinion?
As a collective, yes. We've seen second half performances like in Paris last week, where, you can say that's the best football we've ever played. But over the course of 90 minutes, I can't think of many better games that we've had, because it was just so typical of us this season to start off really, really slow and come out in the second half after a team talk, after Pep keeps mentioning these post-match press conferences, these slight, pressing tweaks at half-time, just changing the little things. So, yeah, as a 90 minutes, I think that is up there with some of the best we've ever played. But in terms of this season, I think it's probably one of the best we've played. They played right into our hands, which we knew they would, because they had to go for it. Really set up well defensively, which is something that you never thought you'd be saying this season, given our previous defences that we've had. Yeah, I mean, it couldn't have gone much better.
Exactly, man. Yeah, I 100% agree. So we have our player ratings up on screen now. There are plenty of people we want to talk about. We'll try to keep it short enough. I thought, me personally, Zinchenko was man of the match. He gave everything on that field. He left everything there. He got a bit heated. He got a bit heated near the end. Fernandinho calmed him down, but I just thought he was brilliant. He pretty much set up the first goal as well, the way he went about it. He called, you see in the listen in that BT do, he was screaming for that ball from Edison. He ran from his own half and he pretty much set up the goal. I was really happy with him. Joe, what were your thoughts on Zinchenko yesterday?
I think he now has to be talked about in the best left-backs in the league, especially, maybe in the world. He is ultra consistent. We say this all the time. 7 or 8 out of 10. This time, 10 out of 10. I couldn't fault him. He was on the end of that long ball, like you said. He made that block where we all saw the reaction to that block. I mean, we're now celebrating defensive actions. We're now celebrating defensive actions like we've just gone and scored. That's how much it means to these players. I mean, I think you said it on stream. He's been almost forced out the door a few times seasons gone by, and he's decided to fight for his place. And I think, none of this, he's a makeshift, he's a midfielder. He's not. He's a left back. He is now a left back. He's really, really good, and I think he's criminally underrated. I think he's up there with one of the best in the league.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. Just on that block. Now, obviously, me and you know this team are a band of brothers. They go to war for each other every time they go out on that pitch. But that block just cemented in my mind how tight-knit of a unit this team are. Now, for those who haven't seen, Mbappe didn't play. Neymar was running clean through on goal. He sent Diaz to the shops. And there's Zinchenko blocks it and puts it over a corner. Then Stones and Diaz go over to him and start hugging him. And I just thought it was brilliant. I've never seen this from a Man City team before in my life. I probably haven't even seen it from a team before in my life. You mentioned it, Joe, but give your further thoughts on it.
I mean, it's not the first time it's happened this season. I mean, Stones and Diaz have played that much. You see their reactions every time you do something. They have quite literally built a friendship. It's more than just a partnership. It's like proper friendship. I mean, you said before Mbappe wasn't playing. I don't think it would have made a difference if he was playing or not, because you wouldn't have been able to tell. I think, obviously, Icardi was missing. Just go over that. He didn't do much. But, I mean, would Mbappe have done any better? No, our defence was just really, really, really good. Again, it kept their front line quiet, kept a clean sheet against PSG.
Yeah, exactly, and there's not more you can ask for considering how good they are. Well, how good they're meant to be going forward. A man who I want to touch on most of all is it was his birthday yesterday. He captained the side. He was the reason PSG got a red card. It's Fernandinho. I thought he was unbelievable yesterday. He snuffed out everything. He obviously got the Di Maria sent off, which led to a meltdown in the PSG ranks. I think heads went straight away. Verratti. Ander Herrera was already off at that stage. I think Di Maria got sent off. It was just pandemonium. They completely folded, I thought. And you know what, more power to them. They're out of the Champions League and they lost their heads along with it. Joe, what did you think of Fernandinho and what did you think of the subsequent meltdown from PSG?
PSG are known for this season. I think I saw a stat where it was something like their 10th red card in all competitions this season. They don't have the mentality. They have a weak mentality. They lost it. You could see in the second half of the first leg, they lost it. They started going in. They got a man sent off there as well. Fernandinho, I don't know how he didn't get booked himself. He must have made like loads of fouls, at least half a dozen fouls in that game. I don't know how he got away with it, but I mean, it's his birthday. You said, reward him. I still can't believe he's 36 years old, because I genuinely think that after that performance, he has to start in the final. For me, I'd start him over Rodri at the moment because he's just too good. You wouldn't know he's 36. You just wouldn't. He's that good.
Exactly, and that's not us coming from a place of we don't like Rodri. I love Rodri since February. Really, I had a bit of a nasty stage before that towards Rodri, but since February, I feel he's been different gravy. But Fernandinho's has proven again and again and again. I deserve a new contract. I deserve to be in this team every week. And he's 36. I can't stress that enough. He's 36 years of age. It's unbelievable. Now, we've touched on Diaz a little bit. You'll see he has a 10, but I'm sure that speaks for himself with the blocks and blocks. But the last player I want to mention before we wrap it up is Riyad Mahrez. Obviously, he's faced a lot of stick from myself, probably from Joe, definitely from Hugh, and thousands, millions of other City fans. And he was brilliant last night. He even put the goals aside. I thought he was brilliant. He's really utilising his right foot since Hugh Murray said it. He's just woken up in recent months. Joe, what do you make of him yesterday?
Yeah, I mean, he scored 3 in the tie.
Yeah.
It's incredible. He's got a hat-trick over both legs. We would have gone through without it, obviously, with the away goal. But, I mean, if he's not there and doesn't score the goals, the game goes another way. Because, at that point, who knows? Who do you start over him? He's another one of these players where he's a must-start every single week in an important game. In the Premier League, you can go, right, fine. A lot of these players can get rests because they're just not needed. It's almost won. As soon as we actually win it, I don't think you'll see much of any of these players. But, I mean, like you said, he's using his right foot now, which he, rarely used before. His first goal was with his right foot. He probably could have taken the second with his right foot. I thought he would have been better taking the second with his right foot, given the position. But he scored it, so it doesn't matter. He's just, since the turn of the new year, he's just been a different player from the start of the season. And a lot of these players have. You see the likes of Foden on here, who got a 9. The lowest rating was a 9. Half the team got 10s, half the team got 9s. You can't give anyone lower, because that's some of the best football we've ever played. Especially under Pep as well. Like, struggling to name many. You can name higher scoring, but in terms of team performance and tactical setup, there's not really much better. And Mahrez is, when he was brought in, there was a lot of, he's brought in for quite a lot of money. He didn't have the best first season. Second season, us as a team didn't have a good season. He had quite a good season, given the rest of the players. And then he's just taken it to a whole new level this year. And, there's talks of him maybe getting a new contract as well.
Yeah, that came out earlier. I think it was Romano. He said that Sterling and Mahrez Foden on the to sign list, and I'm very thankful for that, considering I was a man who gave Mahrez a lot of stick up until this season, really. So that's it. That's our review of City PSG. Obviously, we are fucking buzzing. We're off to Istanbul. We have a chance of winning the Champions League, but this is the furthest we've ever gotten, as you know. Where I'm really really proud of the City team. Even no matter what happens from here on, I am proud. We've played some of the best football in Europe. We haven't lost in the competition. I think we're in with a good chance of winning. Joe, what do you think?
I mean, out of the two teams that are left on the other side, Chelsea, Madrid, I'd be more confident against Madrid. We beat them last year. They just look a shadow of their, back to back to back Champions League. But again, I'd also be confident against Chelsea. I know we lost to them in the FA Cup, which still stings a little bit, but they beat our B team only 1-0. So, with our strongest team, anything can happen. We've just proved it, yesterday that anything is possible. We can beat whoever we want on the day. PSG beat Barcelona and Bayern Munich to get there, and we beat PSG.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more with you. So we'll wrap this one up there. We've just hit 227 subscribers. Now, I know it's a big ask, but we're looking to get 250 by the end of the season. So if you could do me a favor, smash that subscribe button below. Do whatever you can. Just share with your mate, share with your granny, share with your dog. Do whatever you want. Like it, share it. Do anything. Just help us get to this 250. And if you want, there's a Discord link below. You can get your names below me, below Joe. I think both of us are below now. I'm not 100% sure. But either way, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. We're about to record. We're about to do a Chelsea stream before we record this. So, yeah, whatever you can do, that would be brilliant. Thanks very much. As Hugh says, peace, love, and rock and roll.